Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Scarland here bringing you a new Neverwinter video. And today is the day. As of filming this video, it is April 14th of 2022. And Day of the Dungeon Master has finally returned into the game, aka Portobellos. So, now it is different, unfortunately. We did have some early indications a while ago. They mentioned that they took it out of the game. It's been out of the game for a while now. And now that it's coming back, it has now been added to one of the appointment events. So, if you're unfamiliar with the appointment events, they're like the Hell Pit, the Harvester of Nightmare. They did the same thing to Siege of Neverwinter. They completely took Siege of Neverwinter, and now it's an appointment event. So now, Portobellos is going to be the latest installation of that. So, Portobellos is back in game. And it is kind of the same setup, but not really. Again, it is an appointment event, so you're going to be gaining that appointment currency. So, we do have 3 weeks of this. It'll be 3 weeks long. You can buy the campaign buyout or whatever it is, event buyout, whatever you want to call it. So, you have Trial of Traps and a Rock Falls, which will be week 1. Week 2 will be Artificer's Workshop. Week 3 is Strange Things at the Burrow Dawn Inn. Now the rewards, what everybody wants to know about, the Beholder Tank. One of the most sought after mounts in the game for the most part. People can argue that statement, but everybody always wanted a legendary Beholder Tank. And the only source of that mount skin was Portobellos. So a lot of people were worried that they were going to take it out and never bring it back. Cryptic Studios was giving Beholder mount giveaway codes away since they took Portobellos out. So now that it's back, it is what it is. Now, my personal opinion on this is I was a little salty myself because, in my opinion, they should have made the legendary Beholder Tank permanently rare at this point. It's not the same Portobellos that we all grew up with. This is a new version of Portobellos. Therefore, it should have been a new mount skin. It could have been another Beholder, but let those people that have the original Beholder, have a rare item, right? That way it's no longer obtainable. The only way to get one would have been through company giveaways, and then there would have been a new mount skin in the game. But again, I digress. That's only my own personal opinion. Cryptic is, beyond lazy development team, as there are, I don't think, any brand new items whatsoever in the event. At least the blog doesn't say there's any new items. We will take a look at the event in-game just to verify. But unfortunately, they took Portobellos out, turned it into an appointment event, and did literally nothing, as far as the blog post is telling me, about brand new items. It's all the same stuff that us veteran players have already obtained. So here's a rundown of those items. So during the event, these items are actually going to be in the Wondrous Bazaar. So if you missed out on the clicky item like the owlbear figurine, now you're just going to be able to buy it in the Wondrous Bazaar. The natural vanity pet, again, in the Wondrous Bazaar. Adorable pocket pet, a very obsolete, clicky, buff item. No one's going to really need it, but during those 3 weeks, you can just buy it in the Wondrous Bazaar. Portobello's Wand of Insight has been one of the biggest exploited items in Neverwinter's history since its infancy. People have used it to glitch behind walls, bosses, etc. Well, it is finally back in the game. At least during the event, you'll be able to purchase it at the Wondrous Bazaar. And then you have the Intern's Tunic and the Slacks, just 2 fashion items. Now, in the appointment store itself, they put that beholder. Okay? So, as I stated here moments ago, they should have put a brand new mount skin in the game. This was our chance to put another new beholder. And all they had to do is reskin it. It's not like we're asking for, substantial development time here. You're talking about maybe a few days' work of making just tweaks to the skin already in game and putting a new skin in the game. How hard is that? I don't understand, but whatever. Again, I digress. And then, of course, you have Staldorf is going to be in there as well. Now, here are the items that they removed, and they will no longer drop. Now, I know some of you are going to ask right away, well, are these the items that are going to be permanently rare? In my opinion, as far as we know, some of them will be permanently rare, but the other ones have other drop sources per se. For instance, the artifact that came from Portobellos, which was added throughout the years, it was never one of the original items, is the deck of a few things. So that, I don't know if that's actually going to have another drop source anywhere. It's not a very good artifact to begin with, so even if you don't have one, you're not really missing out on anything. It's not like one of those items you're going to be paying, 100 million AD now because it's permanently rare and it's very sought after. It's not really that good, but if you have one, congratulations. They will complete it for you now because you used to have to collect the cards and charge it up sort of like the storyteller journals. Now, the green slime, for instance, will no longer drop from Portobellos, but the green slime has various other drop sources throughout the game. The Apocalypse Dagger, which originally came from Portobellos, and they realized that when they took Portobellos out, well, they gave it a new drop location, and we all know that now that comes out of the one skirmish, the bank heist, I believe. The Pewter Golem, again, has other sources. And then the other one that'll probably be permanently rare are the Heckler devices. So these were clicky items that would just, make jokes. I don't see them ever bringing them back into the game. So if you have some of those Heckler devices, yeah, those are the things that people are going to try to skyrocket the prices on the auction house just because, yeah, you're never going to be able to get them again. So there it is, folks. Portobellos is back. It's a 3-week-long appointment event. We're going to log into the game here real quick just to look at the shop, just to see if we can see anything. And then we'll find out what's all going on. And yeah, Day of the Dungeon Master has finally returned. The company doesn't seem, they didn't do anything with it. As far as I know, nothing has really changed. Now, we will log into the game to verify that, but it's just upsetting. It's just upsetting that you took a prominent event out of the game, and it's been out of the game for quite some time now. We're talking, more than a year, 2 years maybe? Has it really been 2 years? I don't even know. It's been a while. And then they introduce it back into the game, and you're telling me you couldn't redo the entire rewards for the event? More and more lazy development from Cryptic Studios. So, let's go ahead, let's get into the game and see what we got going on. Alright guys, and here we are in game, and looking around, unfortunately, I don't see anything new, so unless there's something actually dropping from, Respin's game or whatever, yeah, there's nothing new, unfortunately, so it's kind of upsetting. But here we are, we're in Protector's Enclave, so remember they did make the appointment vendor a permanent fixture, so even after the appointments are not in the game currently, you can still access the vendor. So when you look at the vendor, you go over here. So the only bonuses per se is that if you do spend the currency buying a beholder, it is going to be an account-wide unlock. So all of us veteran players that already have a beholder, if we wanted one that was an account-wide unlock, well, we do have that luxury now. So I mean, there's that, but it's the same thing that I said earlier in the video. There's no reason they couldn't have put new things in the game, new mounts, new companions, new everything. So it is what it is. The other thing is the Staldorf, again, they upgraded it all the way to mythic quality, and it is account bound. So those are really the only new things. But most of us veteran players already have both of these items. And you have people like me, for instance, that only play one character. So account-wide stuff to me is kind of irrelevant. But there are other people out there that might take advantage of this just because they are account-wide unlocks now. But again, nothing new. So that's the major rewards from the event. So if we go ahead and you go over to the Wondrous Bazaar just to verify, go to Equipable, and then everything else is in here from the event, from the past event. So the Wattler's in here. You can see the prices, Adorable Pocket Pet, the 2 fashion items, Portobello's wand, the Owlbear figurine, and then the Vanity Pet. So yeah, there it is, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's now an appointment event. Right here is Portobello Da Vinci himself. If you look at the queues, it's A Rock Falls, Trial of Traps, and then again, Respin's Marvelous Game. So unless I'm missing something, I don't see anything new. So there's the video today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Portobellos is back in the game, aka Dungeon, Day of the Dungeon Master. So yeah, it is what it is. It's another 3-week appointment event. So enjoy it. I feel bad for all you newer players out there that didn't get to experience the old grinding and farming of Day of the Dungeon Master. Those days are now over. So it is what it is. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave them below. I'll see you guys real soon.